Previously on Wilson Forest Lands, we yarded these logs out of over there. Okay, that's a horrible intro. I'm not going to do that. But on a previous video, we did yard these logs out of over there. Today we're going to take the tractor up there and open up my dry weather road that got blocked off by the storm damage. So today should be a little bit of tractoring, a little bit of logging, a little bit of road work, and whatever else we find fun to do. This is that one tree that didn't fall on my enclosed trailer when this came down in the snowstorm a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Actually, technically, you could say every tree in the world did not fall on my trailer. But this was the one that fell down next to the trailer and didn't fall on it. It's a ponderosa pine. We'll get it cleaned up, get this out of this road. I abandoned this road in the fall when our wet season started. We get most of our rain during the winter and fall. I started using the lower road because it has a little bit of rock on it, which makes it somewhat all-weather. This is actually the better road, but it doesn't have rock on it. Once it starts getting wet, it gets too muddy to drive on. Now that we've gone from wintry, wet, snowy weather to spring-like dry conditions, this road should be dry enough to drive on now. Move a few of these out of the way and then head down the hill. Well, no wonder I can't get good life out of boots when I do things like use them for bulldozer blades up against this rough, abrasive bark. People give me recommendations on boots they've had and how well they've lasted, but I wonder if they do things like that with their boots. I think I use boots the way a lot of people don't. I'm just going to leave this top because my neighbor said he might come up here and cut these up for firewood. A lot of people say never burn pine in a wood stove or a fireplace. Well, a lot of people say a lot of things. But here on the western United States, a lot of places pine is all people have to burn. If you go from the Cascades to the Rocky Mountains, there are a lot of places where pine is all they have. And that's all they burn. And there's no epidemic of houses burning down from flue fires and flues plugging up over there. For those who say never burn pine, you're going to have to argue that with a lot of the western United States. I burn pine too, along with a little bit of everything. For some situations, I like burning pine. There's a flicker up there, it keeps making a bunch of racket. Speaking of pine, I got 3 good saw logs out of this broken off pine top. I'll put those on the mill, make lumber out of them, sell the lumber, make money. That's one of the advantages of forest land. When nature wields her ugly wrath and does damage, a lot of time the result of that is something that I get to make money with. When we go down the road, there's a big Douglas fir that fell across the road in the snowstorm. Ultimately, cleaning that up is going to make me money. Some of it will go on the mill, turn into lumber that I can sell. Some of it will be turned into firewood that I can either use or sell. One log, I might be able to put it on the log truck and sell it to a commercial mill. That is if I get some more to go with it, if prices of logs go up. But compare that to other assets like structures, buildings. When nature wields her ugly wrath and does damage, that's going to cost you money. You're going to have to repair the building or replace it if it does too much damage. Most assets I can think of, if damage happens, it's going to cost money. With forest land, if this tree had not have blown down, ultimately it would eventually probably make me more money because the tree would grow. But still, in the process of cleaning up this mess, I'm going to make money. I could go cut down some live trees to make the wood that I need to make money, or I have these downed ones, I can just go about my business cleaning these up and making money at them. Making money with them, not at them. How do you make money at something? I don't know, but let's proceed. For now, we'll go down the rest of the way, see if this road is drivable now, make sure it's not too muddy. Hopefully it's not too muddy and we'll be able to go down the steep spot forward, straight, instead of going down it sideways. Wouldn't be my first time I went down a hill sideways. I could scrape off these scattered pieces with the tractor, but sometimes it's just as easy to get out and do it by hand, or faster. But mainly, if I do it with the tractor, scrape the whole area, the more scraping I do, the more soil I disturb, which means it's just going to be a muddy mess the next time it rains. But maybe it's not easier to do this by hand. But when you figure in the road work you might have to do to repair something you tried to do to make it easy, is it really easier that way? With forest land, you have to factor in the cost of building and maintaining roads. This is where the two roads fork. This lower one on the right, this is the access road I've been using to get up to the sawmill. It has enough rock on it to get up there even in wet weather, but it's taken a beating in this wet weather. The one to the left, that's the better road that we just opened up. The upper road that also goes to the sawmill. That road is a much better road. It just needs some rock on it so it'll be all weather. From down here, from about here the rest of the way down, I have a good layer of 4-inch minus base rock. The rest of the road's really good. I've been talking to Jeremy Reber from the channel Jeremy Reber Pure Dirt about putting some base rock the rest of the way up. It's going to be about 2,000 feet that we're going to have to go, which is a long distance when you're paying to put rock down. I've been waiting for log prices to come up because I want to do a lot of logging around here. For one, the logs will pay for the rock, and I want to do the logging before I put the rock down so I don't mess up the rock by doing the logging. If log prices come up this spring, early summer, we'll probably do that. If not, may just have to put the rock down anyway. This tree we just cleaned up was the top of this good sized tree that fell down in the snowstorm. I'm going to leave it for now because if I do end up logging, this will make a good log to ship to the mills because it doesn't have bugs in it. These ones I'll have to put on my mill, but I'll wait until I have the truck down here and get some more ready to go with it. For some reason, the snow decided to knock down this healthy tree instead of these two firs to the left of it, which are dead. The tops are still green, but I know they're dead because of all the woodpecker holes. They're still just mostly dead. It'd be nice if I could figure out how to get nature to collaborate with me more and do what I want it to do. Make deals with it, say, if you're going to knock some trees down, knock the dead ones down instead of the live healthy ones. I haven't figured out how to communicate with nature yet though. I wonder if nature is susceptible to bribery. I'm gonna have to work on that one. I'm definitely not above bribery. Speaking of knocking down trees, got a couple more of them to clean up. Okay, it was only one tree, not a couple. The other one is off the road, it's not a problem. Those two big trees were the only ones blocking the road. When we came down with the tractor, it was totally dry. I can use this road now. That went a little faster than I was expecting it. I guess that's it for today. Unless I find something else I want to do video about today. If the video ends right now, that means I didn't find anything else I wanted to do on video today.